good evening, and welcome to the Psychic Coffee Shop, Psychic That Plans.
Yes, we are
Yeah,
here. We have made it.
we've made it to Sunday. We've made it to Sunday, y'all.
We did. Yee.
Yeah.
I'm still putting a few things in, but that's cool.
Well, we still have to work out mine.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah, because it's not as an event. Well, I'm afraid to say it's not an eventful week because that's not true. It
right.
is an eventful week, but it's not as like last week we went into thinking that okay, we'll manage all this. We'll manage all this.
Right.
And oh my god, I think by Monday morning we were like
No, Tuesday.
mm,
Tuesday is when everything went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
fair enough.
Yeah.
But yes.
Yes. All right. I'm trying to get the notifications out. We have to start pre-scheduling some of these, just to get them out. We've had a lot of things that changed this week. Some that were unexpected, like Miss Prissy's passing. Others, like, oh, I don't know. Patreon decided it wanted to launch itself into the digital world and totally changed everything.
Yeah, they've done a lot.
Yeah.
Like we've had a lot. Like a lot of new, a lot of
Right.
exciting. Some
You
things
know.
that are just a lot.
Yeah. I've been doing my quarterly review of the finances. Um, and not liking the trend I'm seeing with that.
Okay.
So
Yeah, we do what we
we do what we can, and that's understandable.
can.
Um, and as you know, the networks tend to rotate a lot. Hello, Devin. Hello, Brenda.
Hey, Devin. Hey, Brenda.
How are y'all? Hope you've got everything going, everything pulled together. Let's see where that goes. So I thought we would start with my digital side and see what fits the ideal schedule and what we need to move around. And then plan the house schedule and then show your digital side. How's that sound?
Hey, that works for me.
Okay. All right. So can you go ahead and conform that the way it needs to be?
Oh,
There we go. All right. I'm going to go work on the digital side. So you'll have to pull the studio together. Oh, Devin's painting a cow picture. You're about ready to see the collage.
crow picture, not a cow.
All right. So first things, I think I'm going to take your calendar down.
Probably helpful, especially my work schedule.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah.
Okay. That's the one where you're putting everything at. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't want to lock everyone out of appointments. I just wanted to know what I originally thought I was doing at that time.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just take Joe. So anything that intercedes onto no. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, it should be pretty flat.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Brenda found neurographic art doodling.
Ew.
What is this? What is that? What did I miss?
Neurographic art doodling.
Yes.
That's
I
where
don't know what
you.
it is.
It sounds interesting. I don't know what it is. I have not a clue, Brenda. We need more info. All right. So let's see. Monday looks like it's pretty straightforward. You have an appointment. Well, we have an appointment from 1 to 2. Let me
Yeah.
confirm. I got to find the tracking device and see a text message because my trainer moved. I moved my trainer time trying to match something with you, and that didn't work.
Yeah, we tried to match my telehealth, and we then realized that we planned our entire world
Right.
around that original telehealth.
Yeah.
And so moving was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because it was like intersection, 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 and it's like,
Okay. So my gym time's okay. Um. So that works. I think I need to get back up at noon and continue the noon stuff. Like move that back to noon.
okay,
Like I think my world works really well when I don't sleep in.
okay. So trying to start the day at noon instead of like 1.
Yeah, or 2, like we done today. That didn't work. Um,
Oh yeah, and for those of you who saw, my original plan was to shift my mornings to 5:30 a.m.
no,
No, it has not happened yet.
right.
No, I take that back. I think I technically did get up at 5:30 on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and that was the only day last week.
Right.
I was closer to going to bed at 5:30 than I was getting up at 5:30 for the rest of the week.
Right.
Like I bring these things upon myself.
Yes. All right. So of course Tuesday.
Oh, Brenda has an important question.
Okay.
What happened last night? Sleep was not to be found until 5:30 or 6 this morning.
I don't know. Like the energy was weird all around.
Yeah, I got stuck in limbo,
Uh-huh.
which I don't think we've talked about that. Like I do that every once in a while, where
Yeah.
it's like I'm too tired to sleep, but I'm too awake to sleep, but too tired to be awake.
Mm-hmm.
And I just get stuck there where it's like I can't wake up enough and I can't get sleepy enough,
Right.
and I'm just stuck.
Right.
And it's like, oh, for the love of God.
Yeah.
But I'm actually doing pretty good because I don't think I fell asleep till somewhere north of 4.
Right.
And then I actually got up kind of early.
Yeah. All
Ish.
right. So the only adjustment I needed to make was on Saturday. I have a class, so I had to cut the network time there.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, I think that this week is pretty comfortable and good. Um, what changes do you think needs made here, if anything?
I think, well, let me talk about the biggest problem I'm seeing, and then we'll figure out how to make changes for it.
Okay.
9:30 dinner ain't happening.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how we've managed to do it. We have moved dinner all over the map,
Uh huh.
and it is progressively
Mm-hmm.
getting worse.
Okay.
Like we're to the point where we're frequently giving up on the idea of even cooking
Right. Which
because it's
is
like
not good
F it.
for our budget.
No, not good for the budget. Because we're hitting like F it levels of it is midnight.
Right. And
I
I've got to
don't want
get
to
to
go in the
work.
kitchen. You don't want to go in the kitchen. You've got to get to work. I should be in bed by now. Um, I don't know how to make it better.
Well, I've
Um,
been thinking about this, and you may not like it.
okay.
Cancel. Go back to today. Google behave.
Like across the board though, our like lunch has gone a little bit better than dinner. Like I'd say
Mm-hmm.
we've had more consistency with lunch.
Right.
Um, but even that's getting pushed.
Well, that's just it. That's what I'm saying is we don't have these meals planned out in my world except till 9:30. And I think we need to I need to create lunchtime, which is technically breakfast time for me.
Okay.
And then move dinner to um 6 p.m. Like I think that works well for everything.
Okay. Well, at least if we end up having to push 6 p.m. dinner,
Mm-hmm.
we're not pushing it so late. Like, because I figure by the time like a 6 p.m. dinner comes along,
Right.
that is now like later in the day, like we're still at least eating by like 9:30.
Right. So let's move it to 6 p.m. Stop this.
Yeah. This is the scariest thing I've ever seen. Mostly because I know it all can go wrong.
All right. All right. So that moves dinner
Okay.
to there. And then let's
So network time shifts down.
mhm. It's going back to when we originally programmed it.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Napa's got to move, which makes more sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Dunk.
All right. So let's see where we have problems at. Um, daily tasks can move down. Uh, there goes this event. This event. All right, that works better. So yeah, 5:30, 6 o'clock dinner.
Mm-hmm. Like we were trying for more consistency, and I get it, but
Yeah,
because this is like literally what happens
yeah,
is that it becomes this weird, wonky stair step. Like some days it's earlier, some days it's later, some days it's here, you know.
right.
But I think I like that better.
All right, let's take this
Like
block out.
as crazy as that sounds, I think I like it better.
All right.
And
Well,
then there's oh, go ahead.
I think I finish moving that this will work better because what's happening is the other thing that's getting crunched is naps. And if I don't have a nap, we're in trouble. I know people can make comments about that all you want, but Asa needs a nap.
Well, but we've talked about that before. Like you have split sleep. Like you cannot do continuous
Right,
long form sleep. Like your body just pops up like a Pop Tart.
right,
And it's like, hi, how's it going? But then you hit this point where it's just like head desk thud.
right,
Um so I don't know how you make fun of someone needing sleep.
right. Well, but also, it's just like everything else doesn't work well with it. All right. Let's move dinner there. All right, let's take that out of the equation.
Oh, Brenda says, I go through periods of sleeping in splits. Sometimes it's what my body wants.
Right.
Yep. Like, you do what you got to do.
Yeah. It doesn't work either. How's that look for Thursday?
Okay, I don't know what's in orange.
Housework.
Oh, yeah. Does that work for you?
It does.
Because my only concern is it's usually a struggle for you to go from sleep to meal.
Yeah. So we could reverse it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And then I think we need to repeat that process here.
Okay.
Moving our daily task to here. Moving our network time to here. Moving our show time to there. All right. All right. So that works there. We can actually take and pull this down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Saturday's where it gets fun.
Okay. Well, but that's normal for a psychic Saturday.
Well, I get that, but there's also some more fun that's not being accounted for on Saturdays.
Yeah, because... Oh, okay. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Let me go over and do something real fast. There we go. All right. Let's move it to the proper calendar. And that's house related, so it should go to orange. And that's a 2-hour process. And it repeats weekly on Saturday. All right.
And I think that housework needs to come out.
Yeah.
Or go find a different home on the calendar.
I think it's going to have to come out.
Okay. Well, I was just meaning there's no way you can expect to get up, work, do housework, take your mother shopping,
Mm-hmm.
come home, grab a nap, eat dinner,
Go on air.
go on air.
Yeah.
Do a class.
Right.
Like,
no. Yeah, but no, that's one of those responsibilities, and I think this Saturday is going to have to switch over to Sunday because there's too much going on for this Saturday.
Yeah. But I think that makes a good plan for every other week.
All right. Wait, this event. We're going to move this event over here. This event.
Yeah.
We're going to move this event over here. This event. And let me check something real fast.
Okay.
All right. So we don't know about the psycho schedule.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
We have no say. Well, we do. Let me pull that up and see if he got it in. He said he got it in.
He got it in, but it stops on Friday.
Oh, that's for the weekend. Yeah, no, we don't have a clue.
Right.
Dun dun dun.
Yep. We're going to have a late nap this week. Well, no, we can't do that either. Here we go. Here's our nap. Dinner has to move up. And then
that sounded like a catastrophe.
Yeah, that was a cat being moved.
So it was a catapult?
Yep. And no, we're not being mean. It's actually almost become a game with us at this point.
It's supposed to be deterrent behavior, like stop doing that, cat. Right. It has become wee.
Yeah.
Do it again, do it again, do it again.
So,
yeah.
And this is so that's Saturday. I'm going to move these around. Well, if that won't work if she goes to church, that only works there.
Yep.
Yep. So this is going to have to go. This comes down. This goes up. Actually, let's just move that up for a moment. This event. Move the nap up until it ends at 8. Move dinner down. And move shopping down. And
you want to add more time to shopping so you're not rushed?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just sitting there going, yeah, you could try to put some network time in there, but do you really?
Right. Okay. So now it's time to play that game again. The one we love so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 12:30 to 4 a.m.
I'm sorry, what now?
It's time to count up the hours, honey.
Oh, 1 second. Let me get the calculator going. Sorry, I blanked. I gotta say, I like iPhone for calculator.
Mm-hmm.
It just, I don't know. I'm old and I like calculator-sized calculators.
Right.
All right, so 12:30 to 4 a.m.
Yep.
Okay, so 3.5.
All right. 8:30 p.m. to 4 a.m.
3 plus 4 is 7.5. Okay.
Okay. Um, 2.5.
Okay.
Okay. Um, then 9:30 to 4 a.m.
So 2 plus 4, 6.5.
Okay. And then 4.5.
Okay.
Then 12:30 to 4 a.m.
So 4.5. Okay.
5.5.
Okay.
4.5.
Okay.
2.5.
Okay.
Um, and then 10:30 to 4 a.m.
5.5.
Then, all right, what's our total?
47.
Okay. So let's look and see where we extended ourselves. All right. Let's take this out this week.
Before you do that,
Okay.
please realize Wednesday's not going to be normal because we have to go to Charleston.
Oh, for her podiatrist?
Oh, wait, never mind. I don't know why I've tried to go to Charleston multiple times in my brain. I keep thinking it's a Charleston trip. Charleston, 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 Charleston.
No.
I don't know why. I'm scared now of why.
No, I am too.
But it keeps hitting like we're in Charleston.
Right.
And it's like, no. Like, sorry, I've been trying to fix that for 3 days
Yeah.
in my brain. Like, I've looked at it, I see it,
Mm-hmm.
I still no.
Yeah. Back this up some. Okay.
See, that's what he's afraid of. Is I'm speaking it into existence and something's going to happen,
Right.
or like there's something else going on.
Yeah.
And like whatever reason I keep saying it will reveal itself.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, that would be the
What
thing.
time's her appointment, by the way?
It is at 2:15, and the invisible assistant has a 2 p.m., which
Okay.
is fine because we're going to have to leave here like an hour early to go get her.
Right. Well, I was thinking that I would get back here by 11, pick you up, and then we would take off and then meet and get her and all that.
Okay. So basically, we can leave here, go do lunch out,
Right.
pick her up for her appointment,
Right.
and then you could throw some network time in there.
I know.
I mean, it's a short date, but I mean,
Yeah, all right. So his appointment is at 2,
yeah.
and she should be done by 3:15.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts us back here at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we move this here? And let's extend this till 7:30. So add 2 hours.
Okay, that should be 49. Yeah.
This event only.
There we go.
Okay. Mm. 5 a.m. to 12 a.m. is how many hours?
12 a.m. to 5 a.m.
No, 5 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Oh, that would be 7.
Okay.
Are you seriously about to take out a sleep?
No, I'm seriously calculating how to make this work.
Well, sorry, and maybe I misunderstood. So 5 a.m. to noon
Yes.
is 7 hours. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Plus,
where I got confused. You said 12 a.m. and I was like,
all right. So my nighttime routine, if we cut it back by a half hour, because it really does only take a half hour.
okay. So duration 30.
All right. And yeah, this is the game we play almost. We're trying to get to where we keep all the responsibilities, but hit the hours a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's our first course in action when looking at it, because we reviewed the quarter and we're seeing a decrease, but we don't know if it's a decrease because we changed hours or a decrease because the network's just being the network or what the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right. So you
right.
pull all those down. Oh, that wasn't what I expected, but okay.
This one I'm going to get extra sleep because there's just no way to do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. And then go this direction. This event. It really does not like half-hour events.
Yeah. 15 minutes ticket off more.
Oh, I bet.
No, it is a little bit easier if you're not doing 7-day view.
Mm-hmm.
And you reduce your time scale of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you bring the view down a few hours,
Mm-hmm.
and you are looking at it like day by day,
Right. So that
either of those.
okay, that added 3 hours.
Yep. You're
All right.
now up to 52.
Okay.
What is your goal number here?
55.
Okay, so you're gonna well, technically dinner is not a full hour.
No.
So you can drop all those to 30s.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to make much of a move.
Well, but if it bumps your nap up 30 minutes.
But then we have the pod because most of my naps are bumping my podcast.
Well, that's true. They're right against that, aren't they?
Right.
Well, but no, because if you look, if you shorten dinner on Monday, that pulls your nap up 30 minutes and increases your network by 30.
Okay. Okay. There's that one.
Alrighty. And then if you push that 30 minutes down,
Okay.
like shorten it to 30 minutes and move it closer to your nap time,
Mm-hmm.
then you can extend the preceding network time.
So that's an hour.
Uh-huh.
See, Wednesday we can do that.
Actually, maybe don't edit Wednesday yet.
Okay.
Because we already know that's going to be a wonky day, so I don't want to count on that time.
Okay.
Well, because it is.
Right.
But if you do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, well, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday,
Right.
that gets you another 1.5. That
Okay.
gets you to 54 and a half.
Right. Mm.
think this is just one of the weeks of the month you have to accept that, like, Psychic Saturday is going to interfere.
Right. And it doesn't really interfere. It's just making everything work for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, but it's like you have to, you've got 2 other events.
Right.
On top of it being a busy day already,
Right.
and then there's nowhere to plug extra hours.
Right.
That's, I think, where you're struggling to hit your 55 this week is because of Psychic Saturday.
Right.
Because you can't teach a class and do an energy overview while on network.
Right. And survive.
Well, I mean, I assume survival was not optional, so.
Well, it never is. And then right here, we could do network, and it's literally for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that gets me my 55.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, no. That ain't going to work. Nope, that doesn't work at all. And there's 2 events missing here.
Oh, crap. What happened?
All right. This is the last week of the month, honey. This psychic that plans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this has got to go.
Ew. Because we have to start an hour earlier.
Right. And it's a 2-hour show.
Uh-huh.
Okay. There's that. This has to go. So there's that. Then over here, this has to get edited.
Okay.
To 8:30. Hit save this event. Because this still has to move to 90 minutes, to 30 minutes.
Okay.
Save this event. This goes up. This event. This is our station meeting.
Oh, crap. Okay. So still 54 and a half, honey.
Right.
Like, do you want to split that hair?
No. But I see options here, so give me a minute.
Okay.
Edit. This can go to the 8 p.m. Save. So there's that. And this would be more useful down here.
Brittany's like, if you need to skip the psychic that plans, we'll understand.
No, this is the big one because it's going to be also the quarter review. Like, there's other things going on. That's towards the show content. So yeah, the 29th I'm taking off the network until, well, I'm working that morning, but I'm not working that evening.
Okay.
That's the only way to make that happen. Unless, no. I'm gonna move now because I want to leave her the ability to go to church. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
When we said it was complicated.
When I said it's complicated managing a psychic schedule, it is complicated because there's other things that have to be scheduled in there. There's recharge time, naps, housework, which is strangely becoming a thing for me. Um, Balancing relationships. Hold it.
What?
There's my hour
Where did you find it?
in free time on Tuesday.
Oh, now we have started eating the free time.
Well, honey, the free time was a block holder for that spot.
I know, but still.
All right. So we can just move this way and move this way. There we go.
Well, but technically, didn't you end up with some free time on Sunday?
Yeah, I've got white space here and here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because just because we allocate the time for your mommy, though, doesn't mean that, like, it's all going to get used.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes it does.
Right.
But she just had a shop and she's going back out. It shouldn't be that bad.
Mm-mm.
Like, she just had 2 back-to-back shops.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Theoretically.
Alrighty then. Let's do a number check since we had to move things around.
I'm sorry, Brenda sent me a private comment. And she's not wrong.
What?
No, she sent it privately. If she wants to post it in the comments, she can post it in the comments.
Okay.
But she's not wrong.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, let's count them up.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. All right, I am ready to begin.
12:30 to 4:30 a.m.
That is 5.
All right. 8 to 4:30 a.m.
So that should be 8.5.
Okay.
I think. Wait, 4 and 4.5. Yes.
Yeah. 2 to 6.
4 hours.
8 p.m. to 4:30 a.m.
That should be 8.5.
All right. 1 to 5.
4 hours.
12:30 to 4:30 a.m.
So 4 hours.
All right, and then 1 to 6.
5 hours.
All right, 12:30 to 4:30.
4 hours.
3 to 6.
3 hours.
And 10:30 to 4:30 a.m.
6 hours.
Where are we at?
52.
Okay, that's the best we're going to be able to do.
Okay. I hate that we did all that and got right back where we started because of a station meeting and the extended show, but that is kind of...
Well, the other option is that we take off Sunday night at the gym. I still have I want to get 3 gym visits in. That's the goal. So if we take out 2 of them, I think that'll give us our time. This event and Monday, take off.
Which I think is fair after a Psychic Saturday and a busy ass Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to want to go.
Let's take out Tuesday's gym. All right, so
yeah, because you have gym. No,
Monday, Wednesday, and we can do Friday.
Why did we put a gym on Tuesday?
Because it's after a podcast.
Oh, that's fair.
We were trying to do Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Tuesday. So 10:30 to 2:30 to 12:30 is 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was a horrible time for my phone to lock. All right.
All right, and we'll move the gym over to Thursday at 9:30. Move the daily task over to here to 11:45. And add 30 minutes.
Okay. Hey, you're 30 minutes shy of your goal.
Yep. And then sometimes that shifts on. Let's change this one. And there we go.
All righty.
See, I'm going to gym. Monday, Thursday.
Well, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday.
No, that's Eric. That's on a gym block.
I'm sorry. I see the yellow.
You're right. I know.
So technically, you can go to the gym on Sunday night.
Yeah. Let's just move. Let's just put a gym in here on Friday.
Okay.
All right. And then 2 hours here. And there we go.
All right.
That's 3 gems. And hopefully 55 hours.
We were already at 54 and a half, so... I think you're good.
Yep, we're good. Oh.
You made it!
Yeah. We made it.
The tedium is real. Well, it is.
It is. The stress is real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, now let's see how well this lands up with JoJo. I get to see him this week?
Outside of a meal, probably not. Then again, I haven't made big adjustments yet to mine.
Okay.
Because the belief I'm getting up at 5:30 a.m. was codependent on the idea I was going to be in bed by midnight, and I don't know. I'm half determined to see if it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that we moved dinner.
Right.
Because moving dinner should potentially let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna be mad
Mm-hmm.
if that's not how that works out.
Right. Well, I think if you time your lunches
Mm-hmm.
to be about 12:30,
Okay.
then I think we would see each other for your lunch, my breakfast.
Okay. Yeah, I can make that happen because
Yeah.
I've been getting hungry early, but then I've been waiting because you were still wakey, and
Right. And
But-
I've been skipping breakfast and just moving on to lunch and then having another lunch at night when I can just have my breakfast. You have your lunch. Makes more
So-
sense.
what I'm hearing is at 12:30 throw bologna at you.
No, at 12:30, throw one of my breakfast bars at me, or I'll make a shake.
Okay, that works.
And I think that'd go better coalescing with our goals together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So if I can make it up before that and I can hit oatmeal,
Yeah.
then yeah, I could manage 3 whole meals in a day.
Yeah. Shocking.
Well, it's been a long-term issue because, yeah. But like oatmeal is one of the few things I can do in the morning that's not like bad.
Right.
Like bad idea. Bad.
Right.
But no, that's an actually okay one. That one's been working.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. And Brenda, yes, it's become a weekly event.
What has?
Shopping with Mama Knight.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yep, she has finally demanded time with him.
Yes.
And groceries.
Yes.
It's really like a 49-51 split on that, and we'll let you decide where the line is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like...
It is what it is. I'm enjoying my time with her, mostly. I now understand why parents have leashes. Because she'll just disappear. This last shopping trip, it was more so took Mama Knight to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see her until we checked out.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is what it is. It was kind of fun. Like, I'm enjoying it. It combines efforts. It gets us to the better grocery store that has the fresher, healthier food.
Yeah, well, and just like the better selection of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's a nicer store.
Well, not only that, but it's saving us 4% on our grocery bill.
Yeah.
And guys,
Very
you may
easily.
not think that's a lot, but honey, what's 4% of $1,000?
Oh, that should be about $40.
Yeah, a month. And granted, we want to cut our grocery budget down. Like that's our next key thing there.
You know, at current prices, I don't think it gets much better.
Well, I know.
Like that's the reality. We're feeding 3 adults.
Right.
And that's not just the grocery, that's like grocery eat out.
No, that's groceries.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's just groceries alone. Our eat out budget is a totally separate monster.
Okay. But now grocery is also like cleaning supplies and stuff, isn't it?
And
Because
dog
you're
food.
just counting the one store. Yeah, and dog food.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of different things to go into that one.
Right.
Like, because we're counting that one by store.
Right.
And so it's predominantly when we go to those stores that we're buying groceries, but there could be exceptions.
Yeah. We will not have to deal with that because she has made the decision that she isn't shopping up here for shoes.
Oh, goody.
She will do that in Charleston.
Yeah, because that never puts her in a good mood.
No. Well, shopping up here in general doesn't put her in a good mood.
Generally, no.
No.
Well, and shopping by her house really doesn't put her in a good mood.
Right.
That puts me in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
Like $10 deli meat pisses me off.
Try 15.
What? Well, we haven't done that in a while.
No,
Like,
I know.
That's what I'm saying is I was sitting there going, what?
Yeah.
Like that is not a realistic number for like Oscar Mayer ham.
Yeah.
Or you know, whatever ooh la la ham, brown sugar ham from the deli.
Right.
1 pound,
Mm-hmm.
$10, and that was like what 2-ish years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like this no, we're taking her anywhere but here.
Right.
Because and it was every store in her immediate area. The prices are ridiculously high.
Right.
And we've had a whole conversation about that.
Well, we haven't had it on air.
No. Well, and my theory, like we'll just go there.
Yeah. We'll go there.
My theory
Shuffling.
is that like they're explicitly because this is a huge retailer, it looks like they're explicitly targeting their urban areas that are potentially EBT reliant,
mm-hmm.
with low transportation options,
mm-hmm.
and jacking their prices 20 to 30%.
And that's the senior area. Because, you know, mom's building isn't the only senior building there. There's the townhomes. There's where I threatened to put her at, Pine Manor. Like, there's a few, like, all the senior, and the senior center goes there.
Mm-hmm. Well, but it's technically, it is a heavily senior area. It's a heavily low-income area-ish, that the store serves.
Right.
Is a low-income area. There's a lot of, like it's on a bus route.
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's a flippin'. I think it's a money grab. They know they have a captive audience,
right,
or a captive shopper base.
All right, well, let's grab the weekly overview, and then we're going to take a break and come back, and we'll work on. I'm going to work on decorating the paper planner, and Joe will work on the digital planner, and talk you guys through his planning process.
Here we go.
All right. So first up is Seven of Pentacles, looking at what you've grown, doing a lot of reflection. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. You get a little over detailed. When you start inventing and what percentage do you spend on something is a little too much. So you may midweek get a little oversensitive on your detail. And by the end of the week, you have a new passion, new foresight coming.
With what is that?
The Ace of Cups.
Ace of Cups. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
There we go.
Awesome. All right, guys, let's take a break and we'll be right back with Joe's Digital Planning.
Yee.
Hi, this is Sandy Starr. I'm a psychic and I work on Keen, and I have been working on Keen for over 22 years. You can reach me on 01068. I deal with a myriad of subjects, but I do specialize in relationships, marriages, divorces. Is he cheating? Is she cheating? Whatever the dynamic of the relationship is, I will guide you through. I've got amazing radar for cheaters, so I will tell you the truth if he or she is cheating. I can help with any subject you need me to help you with besides relationships, and I look forward to hearing from you. Again, you can reach me through Keen. My extension number is 01068. I really look forward to hearing from you and helping you with whatever you need me to help you with.
Hi, I'm Tracy Van. I'm a psychic medium and I work with tarot cards. I also practice Reiki and access bars. I would like to share with you what a reading with me is like. It is a blended reading of psychic and mediumship, and I deliver these messages exactly as they come through. I'm not going to mince words or add any padding. I am a professional, reliable, and honest communicator. I have readings available anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. You can book a reading with me at tracyvan.com. That's TRACYVANN.com. And no, I'll always tell you exactly what you need to hear.
Hey everybody, Natalie here from The Pendulum's Path. If you are in need of guidance, direction, spiritual connection, healing, or more, you have come to the right place. I have worked as a psychic and a medium for over 3 years, connecting people from all over the world with their loved ones, giving them insight and guidance into their current situations, their past healings, their blockages, and what they need to know in order for them to have a better future. It would be my absolute honor if you would come to my website at www.thependulumspath.com. Visit my shop. I have a whole bunch of crystals, oils, balms, mystery boxes, and more. And visit my services. I offer 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute sessions. I also have email readings available if you're not comfortable with the one-on-one session with me, or if you just want to try me out. I encourage you to come visit me at the Pendulum's Path, and let's get you back on the right track today.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here from Rowan Temple of Light, and I'm here to tell you about our events this summer. First up is Beltane in the Hills, May 13th, and that is from 1 to 6. We have entertainment, we have a bunch of vendors, we have a fairy photo shoot. It's going to be exciting. You having any questions, reach out to Earth Magic or to myself. After that, we have Central West Virginia Pagan Pride, August 19th. That's at Holly Gray Park from 11 to 5 for the day. And we will have Sarah Masters coming down from Pittsburgh to be our keynote speaker. We have some great classes for that. So if you want to get involved, reach out to Rowan Temple of Light at Gmail, or just follow us along on Facebook at Rowan Temple of Light, and we look forward to seeing you out in the community. See you there.
All right, welcome back. Okay, I'm starting to decorate. I'll show you guys what I do when I'm done. We're going to go flip over to Joe and him working in his digital media.
Yes, I am adding in my morning routine for this week, like I do every week, and trying to get that set up. Oh, for the week. While it is a little repetitive and I do need to copy it this time so I can cut this step, I already edited because I thought I did that last week.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be the keeper. But that's okay. It happens. So yeah. So I am liking the different colored pens. I used to be using black only because I thought that was helping me a little, and it was, but it turns out the color actually doesn't bug me. So
Okay.
I'm actually using color pens. I'm not necessarily assigning special meaning to my
Okay.
color pens. But I am having fun with it. So they're like my colored inks are not like Aeson's. Aeson's are very specific to who does what, when, where, how, and why. Mine are just it's pretty. So it's actually part of my page deck, not part of my organization.
Right. Yeah, I color code things. Joe doesn't.
Yeah, no, I tend to have issues color coding.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why, but well, more importantly, it's not necessarily all that helpful for me. Like it's
Okay.
helpful for me as big blocks of color,
Mm-hmm.
but then like we excuse me, saw with the calendar is I can also think something is something else.
Right.
And so so when I try to cite color
Mm-hmm.
and attach meaning, I tend to it has to be very specific.
Right.
Like if we're only doing like when he only does network in green, I'm great with that.
Right.
The fact that we called yellow on his calendar self-care, I keep forgetting that that's not just gem time.
Right.
And it's like, oh crap.
Right.
So yeah, that's how that works out for me.
Yeah.
Is it attaches to whatever its majority is, and then I actually have to stop and read it. So yeah, it doesn't always
Well,
work great for me.
I don't know. I'm really thinking that is a problem
Okay.
in my color coding system,
Alrighty.
but I've got to figure out what to do about it. Like, I think Jim needs to be one color, and Mama Seuss needs to be another color. And it's kind of like that our date time color.
Yeah, it looks very angry.
Well, it's red, but that's invisible assistance color. So I've got to probably play with some hex coloring, which you can't in Google Calendar. So I don't get confused with who I'm taking out.
Yeah, it could go badly, couldn't it?
Yeah, it could very much go badly. Especially when the invisible looks at me and goes,
what?
What? Why are you fussing at me that I'm not in the car?
Like, I'm not supposed to be in the car.
Yeah, you are supposed to be going with that one.
Yes.
Like,
you don't need me today. So I am liking the daily diffuser section, though this week was crazy. So we will be copying and moving that one forward.
Right.
But yeah, this has definitely been a week of like having to play cleanup.
Right.
So yeah, the the amount of time spent in planner last week was like, well, if I weren't, like holding a fire hose and trying to make everything not burn,
right.
I probably would have had more planner time.
We'll see. And then on the other side of that is me. That was like, give me a damn flame torch. Hand me the torch. I will burn the shit down. I'm done.
True. I can't say I didn't have a few moments last week where it was like, just let it burn. And I did.
Yeah.
Because I was like, there's only so much one human being can be expected to do. And I have hit my limit. Don't know where everyone else thought my, like Superman skills laid, or but yeah, no, I it was like, no, Superman's on vacation, save yourself.
Right.
I mean, for a good chunk of last week.
Yeah.
It was like, no, Superman's on vacation, save yourselves.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. So yeah, we did what we could. We accomplished what we could.
Right.
We handled the rest, and no one has screamed. So I call that a win.
And again, I have to get his hearing checked.
Okay, you were screaming a lot, but everyone else was
Okay.
like,
Yeah, I was not the happiest camper last
no,
week.
you were not a happy camper.
No.
There was, yeah, you were not the happy camper at all.
It was a hard time, but we got through it. We done shows. We got up. We got our shower.
Okay, I can't say that for chunks of last week.
Well,
like I did the best I could. Like I didn't show up at a doctor's office all nasty. Like
right.
I didn't do that. Like if we had to go do the thing, I left the house clean.
Right.
Like my massage therapist was not like, you know what I mean?
Well, I think your massage therapist would look at you and go, "The bathroom's that way." Like, I'm sorry, your massage therapist is wonderful and kind and sweet, but at the same time, it's like he will happily direct you to where you need to be.
I don't even think he would let me get that far.
Right.
Like he'd probably just like stop me at the door, tell me to turn around, and then spray me off with a garden hose.
Possibly.
Like I could see that.
Yeah.
Like I think he would stop me and be like, "Are you okay?"
Right.
Like after he sprays me off, he'll be like, "Are you okay?" But yeah, no, there would not be a starting point of sure, come on in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. We tease.
But no, we have a really good masseuse who takes very good care of us.
I mean, he would definitely ask how you were, but I almost think he would just be like, "It is what it is."
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be a conversation during your appointment of like, "What's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, how we doing? Like,
this is almost turning into color block format.
You're doing color blocking?
No, it's almost turning into color block format because I'm dividing the boxes.
Mm-hmm. I thought this would be a good week to do weather in reverse. So I'm actually plugging that one into mine this week.
Okay.
So you guys are watching me put weather information in, and then I'll go add the stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think we've really shown that.
No. You've really not shown a lot of how you decorate your planner.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I'm doing it a little different, or why we are doing this a little differently.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see how weather stickers do. Oh, Monday really is sunny. So yeah, if you just noticed, all the stickers come in huge.
Yes.
Because these are ones I've created. But no matter how you do it, they end up starting huge. And then you just have to resize and then grab it and relocate it. And then there we go. So got my weather in for Monday. And then, let's see. Pull that one in for Tuesday. And I can actually speed this up a little bit since there's a lot of repeat because the rest of the week is going to be using this one. Is now that I've resized it, I can just come through and copy paste. So that's what I did before I moved on to the next page, was copied it after I resized it, and then I'm pasting the resize. So we can go through this really quickly. I do like this a lot better than fighting with sticker paper because I don't know about you guys, but that tends to make me angry. Physical sticker paper is a real... like, it's not perfect. Like, that's the other point I'm trying to point out, is that, like, if I just come up here and hit it, it drops yet another huge sticker.
Right.
So yeah, no. But so there is a lot of resizing, and if we have a week in which the weather is like a little bit of everything, then I may actually have to do this 7 times.
Yeah.
Like if it's raining and cloudy and, it's going to snow and there's a thunderstorm and there's a sunny day,
Right.
like I'm going to have to keep sitting here resizing. So I kind of like it when it's weeks like this where it's like 2 days, one day was unique and the rest of them were the same. It was just the same weather.
Right.
So yeah, that's your spoiler alert. We don't actually have a lot of huge chances of rain this week. Next weekend's gonna suck. Potentially. Like there's a 22 and 24% chance of rain on Saturday and Sunday. But no, most of this week is just going to be sunny to partly cloudy. And that's it. We might see rain this coming weekend. So just everyone's FYI on that one. So yeah, I do mine still on the daily pages because I live in my daily pages. He does his on his weekly pages because while he likes the information, he hits his weekly overview all the time.
Well, and that's because I moved my daily pages to my iPad in Notion, which has been working well.
Yeah, Notion's been doing good things for you.
Right.
I'm still trying to get used to it. Like, I'm not hating it. I'm liking a lot of things that are going in there. I'm just still having to get used to it. Because it's another tool that we're using.
Right. Well, experimenting with.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But technically using.
Right.
At least for the moment, depending upon how it may live forever, it may live for a while until its purpose.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
But for the moment, we are using it, and yeah, I do have to remember still to like Notion,
right?
Like, because we've got a few different apps we are using to coordinate all this behind the scenes between like a messaging service outside of Facebook, because dear God. That's manage a few pages, it'll drive you crazy real quick.
Well, and that's more like that's something that we've done is we've started putting in Notion, we use Slack, so that we don't have that going on all day.
Yeah, we try to leave that cut down. Because because it does during the day tend to be pretty solid. Like, we left that open all day long, we get nothing else done all day long. And it's not that, like, we check it, or I do. I think yours probably is a little less often than mine.
Right.
I do check it throughout the day. Like, I try to periodically, like, in between, like, like, when I say task, I'm not even talking about, like, a task block. So much as I'm talking about, like, I do my morning routine, I check Facebook. I do, like, a chunk of work, I check Facebook.
Right.
Like, as in, what, like, sometimes it's more often than others. Sometimes, yeah, it can be a few hours.
Yeah.
But then again, everyone has my phone number.
Well,
and while I don't encourage people just call and say, "Hey, what you up to?"
Yeah.
If it's an emergency, pick up the phone.
Right. Well, my opinion, and no one likes my opinion, but I'll give it to you anyhow.
Yes.
Is if you so desperately need us, you can locate us. Otherwise, it is no. It can't, the house better be burning down.
Well, I mean, it's not that we're trying to be totally disconnected. Like, we do try to, like, keep up with people.
Right.
But there's a limit there.
There's a limit.
Because social media and messengers can make it really easy. And it's so weird. It's so weird. I'm sitting here thinking back, like, 23 years ago. And this was, I was an IT major even then. I installed AOL Instant Messenger. Date myself. AOL Instant Messenger on a work computer, a university computer, because, like, it was my primary means of communication with anyone. Because I was between cell phone plans, which you could do back then and survive as a human being.
Right.
And I remembered having a whole conversation at work about, well, we're concerned this is going to be a distraction. And I was like, oh no, that's not how I use this.
Right.
Like, this acts like a cell phone, and literally the people on this list know when I mark myself away,
right,
I'm working or doing something, and there better be a fire.
Right.
Otherwise, you're not guaranteed a response.
Right.
Like, I may glance over at it periodically, but I'm not living there.
Right.
Like, I'm not so enamored with all these people.
Right.
That I just spend hours and hours, 24 hours a day, just talking. No. But I will go over, see a message that, like, oh, the meeting location changed. Okay, cool. That's information I needed. Thanks.
Right.
And then go about my day. No one had to call me, ask, be polite or anything else. Like, we didn't have to have a full phone conversation.
Right.
Just to get one little smidgen of data.
Right.
That, like, it's important, but it's not an emergency or an urgency.
Right.
I just need to know this for later. So that I, like, don't walk all the way across campus and find out the hard way.
Right.
So that's how I was using AOL Instant Messenger then, and it very much mirrors like how we've started using Facebook Messenger now.
Right.
And I won't even say that's a big change. Like, I used to be more on Messenger. Like, while I was taking care of my grandmother and things like that.
Right.
But that was acting as a distraction intentionally.
Right.
Like grandma takes a nap, I quietly talk to adults.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean that to sound so insulting, but dementia care has its moments
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, I need a fully competent adult to talk to me before I lose my mind.
Right.
Like, I need you to follow a thought line and talk with logic. Because I'm over here in dementia land and I've had to deal with dementia.
Right.
So yeah, but it was very useful for that because you can't really talk on the phone and let someone grab a nap.
Right.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Brenda's saying I always figure people will see my messages text when they see them and get back to me when they can. I do the same. Yeah, that's kind of always like I've kind of long term had the idea my phone is for my convenience, not yours. And generally had the idea that, you know, if it's an emergency, please call.
Well, and I think that I think this is a change of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this, but I think it's generational.
Mm-hmm.
And here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Our younger people blow me up.
I'm still struggling with that one.
Right.
Like now don't get me wrong, when texting was new,
Mm-hmm.
I had friends that could text and pretty much do everything.
Right.
Like there's a reason don't text and drive is a thing.
Yeah, it's got a non-key keypad.
Yeah, and now granted, like a few of those people, they were perfectly fine texting and driving. It was probably worse for them to not be texting and driving because yeah, they were gonna zone right out.
Right.
Like they never had an accident while they were texting, but let me tell you, they had a few while they weren't. But no, so like I get the idea that there are people that really can be continuously connected,
Right.
and it not be a negative.
Right.
I don't think that's the majority of people. I think for the majority of people, don't text and drive was a good idea. And so I wonder or struggle with the idea that either A, there's been a major generational shift and we now have like an entire generation of text and drivers that are more functional while doing other things.
Right.
Or generationally we're seeing a shift to this is more important.
Well, and see, here's the thing, and this is where I'm kind of talking to, is we have generations that do not realize that 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you didn't talk to people constantly.
No.
You have voices bouncing around in your head like a fire engine.
Well, more importantly, like, and I've made the joke before about my phone, is that I have to mute it. I have to use my do not disturb modes.
Yeah.
And some of that has to do with Messenger. A lot of that has to do with, you know, being part of multiple groups. And I'm mostly am talking about that in like a administrative capacity,
right?
Like pages and groups and all this. My phone sounds like a celebrity who just got off of an airplane after saying something controversial before boarding.
Right.
And it does this all day long. It's just ding, 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 ding. And it will drive me insane.
Well, you know, I'm found a setting, and I've got to test it out. But I think there's a setting that you can actually turn off some of the notificational stuff for the page. And again, I'm going to test that out because there's some pages that we administrate, and it's like, I
I don't
really
really need all this.
no.
Like it, and that sounds bad, but it's like some of the page, well, a fair number of the pages.
Right.
Like these people are very, like my clients are very capable
Mm-hmm.
of seeing new messages come in on their page,
Mm-hmm.
handling their posts,
Mm-hmm.
doing all their things.
Right.
I just need to be able to go in to perform certain advanced functions.
Right.
Or have the capacity as like an emergency contact, that like all they can do is grab a landline and be like, you need to post because some horrific event has occurred.
Right. Or, and
Um,
this is the other side of this,
mhm.
we're in there doing some social media management.
Yeah.
We, however, are, some of our clients have chosen
Mhm.
to use Facebook as a booking system. I don't know what they're doing at 4:30 on Thursday.
Yeah, no, I can't help you.
Yeah.
Like, well, and especially the ones that are like, because now we have one, I think, still that's using it as the actual scheduler in Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think we have one that's also just like message me,
Right.
and that can be an email, that can be a from their site, that can be on their page, that can be whatever.
Right.
Whatever, whenever, wherever, however, just message me. I'll book your appointment.
Right.
And that especially is a curated event.
Right.
I can't do crap to book someone
Right.
in that situation.
Right.
Because this is a paper planning system and I don't have access.
Yeah.
And I'm not driving there to notate it down.
Right.
Like I don't want photos of this paper planner.
Yeah. Please don't send photos of your paper planner.
Yeah. Love the client. Do love the client. Not this is nothing negative on that, but it's like I can't help you with that.
Right.
That's a you. So yeah. So things like that, like I don't need that conversation.
Right.
I don't need alerts. And that is a thing, like I'm afraid to talk about this one.
Do what?
I'm afraid to talk about this one because it may freak people out.
Okay.
But I think you have to acknowledge that when you have people managing your page, they are in a position of trust. Mm-hmm. So they do see the conversations happening on the page.
Mm-hmm.
It is their choice to embrace their managerial, not professional role in this. Like I'm not the service, the non-provider.
Right.
Like I don't provide this service. I don't need to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And so typically within 2 to 3 words, I can figure out this is not a message I need to see. Right. So I end up having to check to see what's going on long enough to figure out that's a message. I've read 2 words. I already know this is not for me.
Well, and then we have the other side of that.
Which is kind of ironic at this point. I've gotten to the point I read the 2 to 3 words of the message, but I try not to read the name.
Right. But we've gotten to the other side of it. And the other side of it is like, no, you can go to hell. I'm deleting this before she even sees it. And you need to go check psychological vision.
Yeah. And again, it's about 2 to 3 words is all I need to see to figure out, oh, I'm killing this conversation right here and right there. That's spam. That is whatever. Yeah. That's not for the provider of the services.
Right.
Wish I didn't have to read it. Because I'm horrified at, like, I don't know, sometimes my entire gender.
Yeah.
or humanity. I like there have been a couple that it's like no, that's not for the provider. That is not a service they provide.
Right.
Or that is not appropriate for human consumption. Wish I hadn't even seen it, let alone someone else, was expected to see it.
Yeah.
I.e., the provider that you are harassing.
Right.
So yeah, those also get dealt with. Like I have a very angry ban hand when it comes to you don't harass the providers.
Yeah.
That's no. No.
Like, it's easy to tell what services we provide. It's also easy to tell what services we do not provide, and it's clear that we don't provide them. So don't even start with that. Oh, my mistake. Okay, and yes, if you do send me pics, you will get rated.
And that has happened.
Yeah,
that has happened. And yeah, no, there again, it's the first 2 to 3 words in that message, and I do ignore, especially if it's going off continuously. Like, I might see the first message, but then usually the second and third pop in so fast, I go, that conversation is being handled, not my problem.
Right.
So yeah, so that kind of speaks to what Brenda was saying in the comments of ignore the BS between, and it's like yes, I am, because she was naming one of the providers, and yeah, so yeah, it's like no, I believe me, the differential between an appropriate client message and a highly inappropriate message from a person who has decided to come onto the page, it's distinct, and it's within 2 to 3 words. Every single time, the first 2 to 3 words. It's rare I've had to actually open one to figure out.
Right.
And again, it's just like not my message. Or, oh yeah, smack, you got banned.
Right.
Like, don't come back.
Right.
Like, I have this authority. You have no power here. And I think we're currently at a 0%. Like, any of the clients have come back and been like, no. sorry.
Yeah.
Please unban them. Like, it's never. Like, if I have questions, I've had one I had to question and be like, what? Because it was borderline. Like, either this was a very friendly, perhaps inebriated client, or this was inappropriate. And it was like, oh no, this is inappropriate.
Right.
Like, they're not a client.
Right.
It's okay, thanks. Yeah. Just wanted to double check because it seemed real, like, familiar. And it's like, that's not, I don't know what's going on here.
Right.
Like, but it didn't make a lot of sense as, like, do they know what page they're messaging?
Right. All right.
Because, I mean, there's some things you'll say to a friend. Like, I would think most people would have the common decency not to send to their professional.
Right.
So, yeah. Anywho, that's where we're at.
Anyhow. All right. So let us look at the decorative this week, because I finished it up. Get that together.
Yeah.
Pop that down. Pop that over. There we go.
Aww.
Yeah, we're trying to do a little blend of like fall, and because we're moving from that All Hallows Eve season to the gratitude season. And I think that's too big.
Oh, that times out beautifully next week.
Yeah.
I knew you had it on the calendar, but I was curious because I knew it was coming up. But wow, it's actually Halloween on Halloween this year.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if everyone else is in cities and towns and stuff that do this, but like we're in one. The Halloween is a movable holiday.
Yes.
And it occurs whenever the hell they say it occurs.
Mm-hmm. All right, honey. The last bit of this is meal planning.
What?
What do you want on Monday?
Let's see. Oh, and I'm on Wednesday. That doesn't help. Why don't we go ahead and I can do shrimp on Monday.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what shrimp we want to do, but we'll do a shrimp.
Okay. All right.
And I'm going to put a little question mark after it. I'm going to let my creative juices fly.
Right.
All right. So Tuesday, we are a little packed up there, I think.
Yeah. Why don't we do the barbecues that day?
Yes, that is a beautiful idea.
Okay.
All right. Wednesday, that's probably a good crock pot meal.
Okay.
That would be my plan for that one.
Okay.
Because we can dump that and then
Go.
All right. So, what crock potty item would we like to do Wednesday? Do you want to do, well, yeah, do you want to do the Olive Garden chicken?
Sure. We'll have to get chicken, though.
Okay, I think we'll be good for that.
Okay.
All right. And then we've got Thursday.
That's waffles.
Oh, yeah.
And sausage.
Yep.
All right. Saturday we're eating out. Just get over it.
Okay. Well, it's Psychic Saturday. There's no choice.
There's no choice.
There's none.
Yep.
Like, we think it's cute to believe that I'm going to cook on Saturday. That's a Psychic Saturday, and we have all the stuff right around dinner time. Yeah, it's never happened.
No. Friday, why don't we do your grilled cheese and tomato soup?
Okay. I like it.
And the soup's already been bought. It's in the cabinet.
Beautiful.
And then Sunday is leftovers.
Yes.
Alrighty, guys. That is the weekly plan. I have my work schedule, both shifts up here, or if there's an event happening that fills in a work shift there, my gym routine / personal care is here. The events of the week is here with Invisible and station meetings and classes. My cleaning routine's here, and the meal plan is here.
Beautiful.
Yep. And here's a list of things. Now, I am doing a little bit of a task when I go shopping with Mama Knight. Thought we'd talk about that for a second, and then we'll wrap up and get out of here. So I'm doing the $30 stock up.
Okay.
Which means basically I'm taking $30 a week and using it to restock the stockade. Like peas, corn, canned food, meat that's on sale. but just the $30.
Yep.
Then the rest of the grocery budget goes for groceries.
That are like planned.
Right.
Or normal.
Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because it's getting winter, and I kind of like having at least a month's worth of food in the house, but that's $1,000 drop off right there to fill the house up.
Mm-hmm. Well, and realistically, we truly in West Virginia do need to think about during the winter months having at least a week's worth of meals that are like shelf stable.
Right.
Like we need minimal things to make it happen because we do have a camp stove, so technically we can cook even without power.
Right.
But we do have to have things that can, we don't have to open the fridge.
Right.
Or the freezer that
Mm-hmm.
we can pull off a shelf.
Right.
Hopefully we have running water.
Mm-hmm.
Or have a water supply.
We have a water supply if we need to.
Do what now?
We have a water supply if we need to.
Meow. Are you talking about going down to the spring?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I was making sure because I was like, honey, if you're thinking you're going to go out to that water barrel and cook anything that
No.
I will eat.
Like, no, I'm talking about going down to the spring.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can trash the plan of we use water barrel.
No, the water barrel for the toilet.
Okay, just making sure. But no, we finally actually have like power outage coffee abilities that do not involve freeze-dried coffee.
Right.
So I'm thrilled about that.
Yes.
So yeah, we're moving a little.
Yeah, and it's weird because in West Virginia, and I'm sure in other places too, you have to live in the middle of two worlds: the 1830s and the 1990s.
Yep.
Especially in the winter. So.
Well, yeah, because a lot of things happen here, and we've had power and internet outages all summer.
Yeah.
All spring, all fall. Our
infrastructure sucks.
Constantly goes out. The winter does not make it better.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we do plan or try to, as a general like rule of thumb, about a week's worth of supplies.
Right.
And alternative heating.
Right.
In case, there are multiple days that we are without, because it reduces the number of like evacuations.
Right.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we are just moved to Georgia for this winter.
Well, I was going to say otherwise it means that the minute that basically like after a few hours we would have to evacuate.
Mm-hmm.
Like and we have pets, so that's not really the most bestest spontaneous decision.
Exactly. All right, guys. Well, let's take a look at our week ahead so you guys know what's going on the show and also in real life. So we got my work schedule. Y'all guys saw how that kind of plays out. This week we have the Psychic Coffee Shop. We do have a guest on for the Psychic Coffee Shop. Janelle Jordan is joining us, and we'll be talking about their new book. Then Baristas, your station meeting is at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, the 25th. We'll be discussing what's new with Patreon, what's going to be out there. You guys can help us out with that. Then on Saturday is Psychic Saturday. So Psychic Saturdays where I go on discount, and I'll probably go on discount in a few places.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where appointments are booked. They're booked cheaper. If you're a barista, you can take advantage of that. But also it is the Energy Overview podcast. This is the monthly broadcast where we go through and take a look at your month in November and what the energy is looking like. That will be at Saturday at 8 p.m. We also have if you're a member of the Inner Circle or you want to join the Inner Circle, Links will be somewhere around here. That will be the full moon workshop, and this is witchy budgeting. We're going to be looking at egg money and what the hell is that. And then Sunday will be our monthly setup on Psychic Fit Plans. You guys will be seeing what all has changed in a month and be helping work with the setup for my work calendar.
Yes. And you've got one more broadcast, and it's tomorrow at 5, I do believe.
Yes, that is the Modern Spirituals podcast, and we will be talking about where me and her started our psychic journey and what that was like.
Aww.
Yeah, looking at, how, you go from hobbyist to part-timer to full-timer to legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
To extension, like your extension is so old that it does not have as many significant digits as others.
Yeah, my extension is a 4-digit. I think I'm a 4 or 5-digit extension.
I think I think it's like a 5, and most of them are like 6 and or more now.
Let's check my extension. God, I used to know this by heart. I would say it in my sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
My extension is 100 Ask Keen. Extension. Where the fuck is my extension?
Did they kill your extension?
Did they stop the extensions?
Yeah. See, it isn't so.
Let's see. No, my extension is 01446. Yeah.
So you're a 5, and most of the rest of them are 6-digit extensions.
Exactly. Not only that,
Yeah.
Yeah. And my extension is, I have a 5-digit extension, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you knew a few that what they had 4-digit extensions at one point. Like
No.
they had to add, didn't you?
No, there is no 4-digit extensions. That's corporate.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
secrets they don't want out. But all right, yeah. So 5 digits are advisors at minimum.
Right.
6 digits are newer advisors.
Yeah. Yeah. Newer advisors. Just going over to my oldest account that's still active.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see how long that. Now, granted, this company was already in business when I became with them, so it probably is a long one. And yeah. No, it was already always an 8-digit extension. Okay.
Oh, good grief.
Yeah.
They really don't make it easy.
Well, no, this company is, it's Bob's site.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
8 digits is a lot.
Right.
Like, that's basically a phone number. What is a phone number?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, effectively, if your extension is 8 digits, that's more than a local call for those of you who don't know what that is and now have to go Google.
Right.
But it's not long distance.
Right.
In terms of digit count.
Right. If you guys are wondering, my camera's right in my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
He's half blind for most of the planner videos.
Yeah.
In case you weren't aware. Like, in terms of his computer screen, it's like...
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. see if Bob displays it.
Aww.
Because I know I've been on there since 2008.
Somewhere in there?
Yeah. But he didn't add the call in before for a very long time.
Ah, so there was an option you could have had a really long dial in.
Right.
Or a really short extension, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Psychic directory. There's Corby. Love seeing Corby.
Aww. We like the Corby.
Yeah.
We gotta have her back on. When's her next book out?
I don't know. It should be here soon.
Good deal.
I know she was writing it for teenagers.
Oh, cool.
And different psychic experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, they've gotten rid of their dial-in IDs. There's no click. Wow.
All right, so save it for Monday.
Yeah, we'll save it for Monday. We'll talk about the old days. It'll be a good show. If you're a Patreon, you get a notice of when we go live, so make sure to check out our Patreons. And with that, Joe, take it away.
All right, so of course we want to. Oh, there we go. Of course we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Tracy Van, Caitlin Bell, and Devin. If you'd like to learn more about us, the show, or how you too can become a Patreon sponsor and receive all the wonderful benefits our baristas receive, please visit us at PCSPNetwork.com.
Yes. All right, guys. You have a great evening. We'll see you later.
Good night.
Good night.